From now on, my full-time job is finding a guy who's going to take care of me.
You guys are responsible for me and everything else that comes with me.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the MST channel, where we talk about all things hypergamy. In today's video, we're going to be reading In Too Deep, Gambling for a Married Man's Heart. We will be doing 3 chapters in one, chapter 20, chapter 21, and chapter 22. Part 20, The Hodges Household, Kathy. I stayed up all night, wondering where Mike and I went wrong. I even logged back into his computer and did some more digging. The more I dug, the angrier I got. I found out that he ordered her a car. I found the receipts in his email from a wire transfer to the Audi dealer. He also bought her the Van Cleef she was wearing the day she was leaving the job. He paid cash for it, but the fucking idiot still put his email on file with Van Cleef. I also saw where his banker sent him confirmations of some rather large wire transfers to Markand and Associates. Markand and Associates. That's our family lawyer. Not only that, John Witherspoon and Anthony Markand are cousins and partners. John Witherspoon is my sister's husband. Why the would he wire damn near $250,000? Was my husband in trouble? I really wanted to ask John about the transactions, but I knew he wouldn't tell me anything simply because he can't discuss his client's confidentiality. Maybe I could get Jessica to have a talk with him. I still wanted to know why Mike was requesting so much money from his Swiss account. Was he giving it to that little bitch? So many questions filled my mind. I wanted to call Jessica, but I would rather tell her in person. I didn't want to risk John overhearing anything. Our flight didn't leave until 1 p.m., and it was only 9 a.m. I decided to start packing. I was too busy digging up Mike's office to pack last night. Then I heard my phone go off. It was my sister Jessica. "Good morning, sis," the text read. "Good morning, Jessica. Ready to go?" she asked. "As ready as I'll ever be," I replied. "Okay, I'll come over and we can ride together to the airport," Jessica offered. "Sounds good," I replied. I couldn't wait to tell her what my husband had been up to. I wasn't mad at John because he was only doing his job. And I'm not sure if he was the one the money was being transferred to, or it was his cousin Anthony. And there's nothing illegal about transferring your own money from your bank overseas to the US. But my question is, why did he need to transfer around $250,000 from Switzerland when he had millions in his American account? I have so many questions, but so little answers. I threw a few outfits in my Louis Vuitton monogram duffel bag and put on a burnt orange maxi dress from Chico's with an oversized brown belt to accentuate my waist. I then grabbed my never-full bag to match my duffel. As I heard the gate started buzzing, it was Jessica. I let her in and let Marcella know that I would be gone for a few days. "Have a safe flight, Miss Hodges," said Marcella. "Thank you, Marcella," I replied. At least Marcella wasn't fucking my husband. She had been my loyal maid for years. I regret ever letting that little bitch into my home, I said to myself. As Jessica pulled up, she hopped out of her car to help me with my bag. Thank you, Jessica, and good morning, I greeted her. You're welcome, Kathy. You look beautiful. Well, anyone looks beautiful in oversized sunglasses, I joked. Although nothing was funny, I figured I had the upper hand in the situation because neither Mike nor his mistress knew what I knew except Jessica. So this trip would be a full-on ambush. On the ride over to the airport, I filled Jessica in. So you're telling me that he bought her an Audi? Jessica asked. Yes, that is exactly what I'm telling you. The idiot forgot to delete the receipt from his email. It said he bought the Audi right out and there's no payments on it. So he transferred the entire cost of the car from his Swiss account directly to the dealer. And get this, he transferred over $250,000. Most of it went through his lawyers, which he used your husband's firm. What did the email say? Jessica asked, looking shocked. Well, it was basically an email from his banker confirming that he had wired thousands of dollars to Mark and Associates. So it must have been either your husband, John, or his cousin Anthony. This is a bit much, Kathy. I don't know what to say. What can you say, Jess? The man's a snake. My husband has gone so low, and he's so good at playing the devoted husband card. This man treated me like a queen on our anniversary, and to find out he's been cashing out on an 18-year-old makes me sick to my stomach. If it wasn't Anthony and it was John, I'm wondering, why wouldn't John tell me and I'm his wife? Jessica questioned. Well, it's the rule, Jess, I responded. They can't discuss clients, but this one is very close to home. I'm so sorry you're going through this, Kathy. It's not your fault, Jessica. Thank you for flying with me to Scottsdale. I feel bad for taking you away from your husband and your baby. It's okay, Kathy. I'm here to support you always. When we got to the airport, we went to long-term parking. Jessica parked her car, then we took the elevators to the check-in. We checked in, and by the time we got to our gates, they had started calling zone numbers. We were in zone 1. Whenever I flew out west, which was rare because I hated how hot it was, I always took first class because I needed to sleep through the entire flight. I took an Ambien as soon as we were seated. I really needed to rest. I've been up these past few days being so angry at Mike. The last thing I wanted to do was sit and think for 5 hours in the air. The last thing I wanted to do was sit and think for 5 hours in the air. Thinking about his betrayal had exhausted me, so I went to sleep. Part 21. Scottsdale, Arizona. Sheila. I woke up earlier to shower with Mike before he went off to his first golfing game. I wanted to go with him, but I was too exhausted after last night. I finally gave up the cookie, and let's just say, I'm glad I did. This man knew how to work his dick. I got up and ran some bath water. I needed to soak my pussy again. It was so sore from last night. Mike also scheduled an in-room massage for me. A few minutes later, the masseuse came. I then noticed Mike left his phone. He must have forgotten it. I then turned my phone off because I wanted no disturbance during my massage. After my bath, I was ready for my massage. "Hello, ma'am," the masseuse greeted me. "Hi, I'm Sheila. Nice to meet you." "Nice to meet you too," she greeted me. About 90 minutes later, my massage was over. I decided to call my mom. I hadn't heard from her in a while. We mostly only texted. "Hey, darling," she said, sounding happy. When she answered the phone, "Hey, Mom," I responded. "How are you?" "I'm great, Sheila. How are things at your job?" "They're good, Mom. You know I only have a few days left here." "I'm only here for the summer." "Nice. I'm happy to hear that. How are your plans coming on for college?" "Well, Mom, to be honest, I won't be attending college right now. I'm taking a year off." "Sheila, are you sure that's something you want to do?" "Yes, Mom. I'm just trying to focus on other things right now." "Other things such as what, Sheila?" my mom questioned. "Mom, I saved up some money and I want to start a business." "You know nothing about running a business. You're only 18, my mom said. "Mom, I have a really good mentor who's showing me the ropes." "And what kind of business?" "Well, I want to start doing Airbnb, Mom." "What's that?" "Where I rent an apartment and then I re-rent them through Airbnb." "Okay. And where will you be getting this money?" "Like I said, I have money saved up and I'll be taking out a small loan to back me up." "I don't know about this, Sheila. We can discuss this some more later. I just want to make sure you're making the right decision." "I am, Mom. I'm moving in faith." "By the way, I sent you some money this morning to your Zelle." "Oh, I didn't check my phone. I've been working all morning." "Thank you so much, baby. But you don't have to spend your money on me. Remember, I'm working too, and I've been saving up to help you with some of your college expenses." "Mom, keep that money in your savings, okay? I appreciate it, but I don't want you stressing. And since I won't be going until another year, then I won't need it right now. For now, I just want you to focus on yourself and don't worry too much about me. You're my child, Sheila. I will always worry about you. Please be careful." "So since you're going to be leaving the job, where are you going to be working?" "I'm searching for another part-time job, Mom, but for now, I'm okay." "Okay, well, keep me posted. My break is almost up. But come by once the job is up so we can hang out. I miss you." "I really miss you too, Mom. I will find a nice place for us to hang out once I'm finished here." "Okay, baby. Take care. Take care, Mom. I love you." "I love you too, baby." After talking to Mom, I ordered some French toast and orange juice. As I sat and ate, Mike came walking in. He looked so good in his golf outfit. "Hey, baby," he greeted me. "Hey, babe," I responded. "How was your game?" "The first set of games were good. I just came by to get some food and relax with you until the second set of games start." "Will you be joining me, baby?" "Sure," I said. "I also spoke to the lady at the golf shop," said Mike. "I told them to bring you up some choices of outfits. That way you can look the part on the golf course. They will be here in about half hour." "Thanks, babe." Just looking at him, I wanted to jump his dick. but I was still sore from last night, so I might just have to wait until tonight. By the way, Sheila, you were amazing last night. Thank you, I said, blushing. So were you. Would you like to order something, baby? Just a cup of coffee and some fruits, Mike replied. I placed the order for Mike and began putting my hair in a slick back ponytail. Scottsdale was very hot. It was over 100 degrees, so I had to make sure I dressed for the heat. About half hour later, a lady from the golf shop came knocking. When I opened the door, she had about 4 outfits in her hands, some shoes, and some hats. I chose a skirt outfit. It was white with blue trim. The fabric was amazing, and I looked really sexy in it. I approve of that one, said Mike with a smile on his face. I knew he would. He loved staring at my ass. I also purchased some tennis shoes and a hat to go with my outfit. Mike then paid the lady from the golf shop in cash. Mike was serious about not getting caught. He carried a wad of cash with him at all times to avoid using his bank, which I thought was very smart. Mike and I headed down to the golf course for his second set of games. When we got on the golf course, I realized that we forgot our phones, but I kinda liked living without my phone for once. Here I was in beautiful Scottsdale, Arizona, with the most generous man. I could care less about my cell phone. I wanted to live in the moment. Part 22. The Witherspoon Household. Maria. As I fed baby Nick, Mr. Witherspoon came into the kitchen. Hey, Maria, he greeted me. Hey, buddy, he greeted baby Nick. Maria, my wife went out of town for a few days with her sister. Can you work this weekend? We will pay you double for the weekend days. I have a ton of work to do at the firm. Sure, Mr. Witherspoon, I answered. Of course I wouldn't be turning down double pay. They already paid me $800 weekly for 8-hour days. So $1,600 per day for Saturday and Sunday was fantastic, I said to myself. Great, thanks so much. You're a lifesaver, Maria. So, do you live around here? Mr. Witherspoon asked. Not quite. I'm about 30 minutes north of here, I answered. Okay. Are you in college? I'll be starting this fall, I replied. Sounds good. Well, you seem like a bright young lady. What will you be studying? He asked. Nursing, sir. Sir? He asked with a confused look. You know I could be your brother, right? He said, laughing. Nick has a good sense of humor, but seriously, you can call me Mr. Witherspoon, he said, or Mr. W for short. Okay, Mr. W. Well, I gotta get to the office, Maria, he said as his phone rang. Markand and Associates, this is John, he said as he answered his phone. Uh-huh. I see. Okay, I'll be right there. Bye, he said and hung up the phone. Bye, little buddy, he said as he kissed Nick on the cheek. Oh, Maria, Mr. W said as he turned back around. Jessica said she'll be calling you on the tablet placed on her desk to talk to Nick once she gets to Scottsdale, so keep it nearby for when she calls. She likes to see him while she's out of town. Oh, okay, Mr. W, will do, I said, shocked as fuck. Okay, see you later, he said as he went through the door. My heart started to race. My heart was beating so fast it was about to come through my mouth. Did he just say Scottsdale? As in Scottsdale, Arizona? My heart sank. I literally had to take a few deep breaths. I had no clue what to do. I grabbed my phone and started texting Sheila. When she didn't respond, I started calling her. No answer. Where the hell are you, Sheila? I questioned. I didn't know what to do. I started pacing around the kitchen. I then went into Miss Jessica's office and got her tablet off her desk. But Mr. Witherspoon didn't say she was going out of town with Kathy, though. He said he said she went on a girls' trip with her sister. I tried to rationalize what was happening, but let's be honest. It had to be Kathy. What are the odds that she would be going out of town the same time Sheila and Mike were going out of town to Scottsdale, of all places? And it seemed too sudden. It's like she jumped up and said she was going on a girls' trip out of the blue. They must have found something out, and they're going down there to confront Mike and Sheila. I waited by the tablet patiently for her to call baby Nick. That way I'd be able to tell if she was with Mrs. Hodges in Scottsdale. Sheila didn't text or call me back. I was on the edge of my seat. I tried not to panic too much around the baby, but it was hard to stay calm. I decided to put baby Nick to bed and take deep breaths waiting for a response. About 2 hours had passed, and finally the tablet went off. It was Miss Jessica calling. I picked up. "Hi, Miss Jessica," I answered. "Hey, Maria, how's things going?" "Well, they're going good," I responded, trying not to look nervous. "Where's baby Nick?" she asked. "He's right here. He just woke up from his nap." "Aw, hey, Nicky. Hey, my boy," she said as baby Nick smiled and held the tablet. "Mama," he said in his cute little voice. "There's my nephew," I heard a woman say. It was none other than Kathy, Mr. Hodges's wife. My heart sank to the ground. I couldn't believe my eyes as her face appeared on the screen. "Hey, Nick." Nick was smiling and talking to his Aunt Kathy. I stood there like a deer in headlights. My body got weaker and weaker. "Well, Maria, we just landed. I just called to check in on baby Nick and to make sure everything was going okay," Miss Jessica said. "Everything is okay," I replied nervously. "I'll check in later." "Okay." "We're waiting on our car to go to the resort." "Okay, Miss Jessica." "Bye, Miss Kathy. Enjoy your trip," I said with the fakest smile ever on my face. As I ended the call, I almost dropped the tablet. Every color disappeared from my face. I could feel my entire body filled with goosebumps. I texted Sheila again and again and again, but I got no response. This was torture. I texted her one last time. "Sheila, Kathy and her sister are in Scottsdale, and I don't know how much they know, but you need to get out of there. ASAP." As I sent the text, I had to sit down and drink some water. I was in fear for my best friend. And there you have it. That was chapters 20, 21, and 22. Guys, I don't know. Even I'm nervous now. We'll be back with chapter 23 and we'll see what unfolds in Scottsdale. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up and share this video with a friend. Don't keep this juicy story to yourself, y'all. Sharing is caring. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.